YouTube, it's your boy Just Tim Johnson coming back at you all with an in-hand review. Y'all saw the thumbnail, you read the description. This is, I want to say, it's maybe the second purchase of the year. I've kind of slowed down. Normally by the third week of February, I'd be 8 shoes in. But yeah, Jordan keep recycling these shoes. These sneaker brands keep recycling these shoes. I'm slowing down. You only need so many red, black, and white shoes, so many red, white shoes, so many blue and black shoes, so many UNC blue shoes. We'll talk about more on that later. You know how you know what the saying is over here? Like my nephew Unbreakable say also, they the same, but they different. We'll get into that later though. Hey, y'all want to see the topic of the day, and here's the thing, right? Also, we talked in previous videos about being smart with our sneaker budget, right? Because with the way the economy is, with everything else, and you know, we constantly seeing iterations of shoes that are eerily similar to previous shoes, it kind of makes you reevaluate your approach to sneaker purchases. With that being said, I've said countless times that I'm moving toward the exclusive sample PE staple within the shoe community, right? With that, that brings us to our next cop out on this channel. Now, let me show y'all the label. And then let me show you the receipt. Shout out to our people over there at Soul Steels. That's where this joint came from right here. Y'all see that? All right, drop the bag on that. Now, with purchasing this, that kind of stagnated the entire budget for February and March. So them UNC 9s will not be coming up through here. These killed that. But let's get into this shoe. This is the topic of the day. All right, I dropped a bag on these. Still was a good price for a PE. Still was a bag in everyday people's terms. All right, but I had to have this joint. Oh, let me read this. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. This says Air Jordan 23 Retro College Navy Marine College. The style code is Foxtrot Victor 1334406. This is a player exclusive. For those of us that may not be familiar with that, what that essentially means is that this is released and attached to a certain university, right? Jordan brand has several universities. Comment down below if I miss one. We know it's the University of Michigan, Marquette University, Oklahoma, the University of Oklahoma, Florida, UCLA, Howard. That's 6, and I think it's like 10. Howard. Comment down below what the rest of them is, right? But this is the first HBCU release right here. All right, not the first PE, but this is the first HBCU, Howard University. All right, let me take this out. Y'all saw Flight? Let me show it to y'all. I'm sorry. These joints took forever to get here too. Shout out to Soul Steels though. They come through with the come through. Now there's another, there's only 2 supply chains that I would purchase a PE from in good faith. Now I'm not saying those are the only 2, but there's 2 that I've done business with and I'm familiar with. That's English Souls and Soul Steels. All right. Soul Steels is under the umbrella of Soul Supremacy as well, so I can vouch for them. But let's get into the shoe though, and we'll talk about them later. All right. So this is the Air Jordan 23. Right, here's the front view. There's the medial view. You see that HU logo right there. There's the rear view. And there's the lateral view right here. All right. And that embroidery is almost like it's embossed in like a premium suede type. Oh, let me show you the too. Forgive me. Let me show y'all that. All right. That says Howard Bison, right? This is the Bison logo right here, right? On the back of the tongue, it says HU, you know. So that's a moniker. Now, to give you a little backstory for those of us that might be young to the sneaker, well, young in general, and may not be familiar with Howard University is a HBCU, historically black college and university. I believe they were founded somewhere, I want to say 1897. I could be misquoting that year. Correct me down below if I am. It is what is widely considered a top tier HBCU. Not saying that the other HBCUs are not top tier, but when you look at tuition costs and enrollment and things like that and the accredited and the degrees that they spit out, they would be considered at one point in time, somewhere in 1900, I believe, reading this from either Carter G. Woodson or WHB Du Bois, somebody was saying that it might have been Mega F. No, it wasn't Mega Evans. It was H. Rap Brown said that at one point Howard was considered the Mecca of black colleges, right? So I'm not sure if they still use that, but to this slogan, right? So I guess when you see alums that say HU, the response is, you know? So that's where you get that from. All right, and then here's the other shoe. All right, the same thing on this one. HU, you know. And look at the ankle. Let me show y'all the sock liner, right? And it's that navy blue in there. These will be staying in the collection. All right. I paid a pretty penny for these. Now there's supposed to be a HBCU All-Star game out here. I want to say sometime in April, right? Out here in the Valley. I might have to unds these joints if I can get them over to Reshoevin and get the sole shields put on them, because I don't want this to turn yellow. So I'm definitely gonna get the sole shields, and let me tell you why I done that. But here's something that I didn't know personally, right? Comment down below. How many of you all have a 23 in your collection, or had a 23, or are particular about the 23s, right? Let me tell y'all, bear with me one moment. I should have had this ready, forgive me. I don't know why I don't never do this. Pre-production got to get better. This is the only other Air Jordan 23 I got, right? This is the Air Jordan 23 Year of the Rabbit. All right, and you see the logo right here. It's the Chinese New Year from last year. This year was Year of the Dragon. Last year was Year of the Rabbit. Like, look at the ankle collar on this joint. Look at the leather is premium. And I got the sole shields done on these too. I already unds these. All right. So yeah, I'm going to get the, so if you look at this, right, this is what it looks like essentially when you add the sole shield to it and how it protects it versus if you don't. All right. Doesn't take away from the shoe with the new Reshoevinated sole shields. You don't have to worry about positive traction. It actually gives you traction. Now you can't go hooping this now, but you can, you can get, and I can get an average of about, I want to say about 5 to 7 wears. I can step outside in this shoe and when I say wear, I don't mean go for an hour, come back. I mean like 3-4 hours average. I can do that about 5 to 7 times with these on it. All right. But the leather quality on the 23 was top tier. I don't know how I missed this back when the 23 first released. I guess, a lot of us, especially OGs, we kind of, once Mike stopped playing, you get a lot of people that have been around sneakers for a while that say like after the 14, they really don't look at anything else. Then you have even those that have added into their repertoire, the 16s, the 17s, the 18s when Mike had his stint with the Wizards. And then kind of like after that, like the 19s, the 20s, and the 21s, you don't really, it's some dope colorways in them. Like the 20 that came out with the Countdown Pack, that was a dope shoe. But this 23 here, there's a 23, Air Jordan 23 that came out in 2008, I want to say. It's a UNC. It's not even a PE. It's going on the resale platform for like $1,200-1,300 right now. And I think when it released, it was like $250. That's about the retail cross studies, right? This is nice. But let's get back to the shoe we talking about today, which is this. So I'm going to get the sole shield put on this. I'm going to take this over to Reshoevinator, get them to add this, right? I will be, if I go to the HBCU All-Star game or to a sneaker event, I'm going to have to unds these. Because here's the thing. Ain't but 250 of these made in existence. All right? Shout out to Flight Academy Kicks. He definitely got one. So here's the thing, right, about sneakerheads. We'll say that we know, oh yeah, and it also has the Michael Jordan signature on the toe cap. I'm sorry, I didn't add that. Now, there are some other ones. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of them. Because I want y'all to really just see this, right? I'm going to try to attach the thumbnail. But let me pull up this picture, right, of all the Air Jordan 20. Now, I'm not just going to go Air Jordan 23 crazy and get the entire collection. But I know it's about 10, right? Shout out to Nice Kicks and English Souls. All right, so I see a UCLA, I see a Marquette, I see a Oklahoma, I see the Howard, the Florida, the UNC, the Georgetown. I don't know how I forgot them. All right, and then let me show y'all that. There they are right there. And this is on Nice Kicks feed, and they probably got this from English Souls. So you definitely go follow English Souls on IG. They have all the PEs, right? I would definitely, if the price is within the price range of this, I would definitely cop that UNC joint and probably that Georgetown joint. Now I talked to Flight. If y'all go watch his video, Flight said he definitely copping that Oklahoma joint. I like that Oklahoma joint. That's my football team in college. But that Georgetown, that great just do something like that dude. And that UNC just is UNC. So, y'all know what it is. But you got to support our own, right? And what I mean by that is I'm glad I got this in the collection. It's only 250 of these in. This will be in the shoe case. This will be worn, right? I don't care what I paid for it. I paid a penny for it. Now, here's the thing, right? About when I say my sneaker budget, this is going to prevent me from buying any unnecessary shoes over the next 2 months. So the next shoe I'm going to cop is that military blue 4 that come out in April. All right. Now, if they drop, that's not to say that if they drop that UNC Air Jordan 23 and they drop that Georgetown joint, or if they drop that Oklahoma joint, I'm going to let Flight grab that. Oh, yeah, let me tell you this, right? This is what sneakerheads do. I'm on the phone with Flight when I first started seeing circulations of the resellers that had them in hand, right? Well, like I said, 1 but 2. I'm on the phone with Flight trying to talk him out of it. He on the phone with me trying to talk me out of it. And we both end up purchasing it. Hey, make sure your support system is your support system. I'm telling him, Flight Nail, like you don't want to get that shoe right now because you said you was gonna hold fast. But then I was like, man, what if we miss it? And then like we gonna circle back and then the price jump up. And as he was saying, I was saying that, he was saying that. And I'm clicking purchase, he clicking purchase. So shout out to my brother Flight Academy Kicks, because I definitely appreciate that support. I do, because I'm glad I got him. I do not regret this purchase. I do not regret this purchase. What I will do is, if the next ones drop, whichever one, if it's between the Georgetown, the Oklahoma, and the UNC, I will start moving my double ups. Okay, I got a double up in the University Blue 4. I can push that out the door. I got that Orange Lobster. That's up out of here. I got a double up in the Flu Game. I got a double up in the My 3s. I got a double up in something else that's in there that's kicking up some change on the resale platform. The Concord 11s. I got a double up in that. What else is it? There's a couple double ups. I'm going to dig through that closet and get them out. And once they start dropping them, I'm going to start dropping. Because you got to think, if the resale of the University Blue 4 is about, in a size 12, probably about that $600 range. It's out the door. Out the door. But hey, comment down below what y'all think about this purchase. What y'all think about the Air Jordan 23 in general. What y'all think about the quality on the Air Jordan 23s. This was a must cop for me. Not even gonna front, all right? Like, comment, subscribe. Feedback is a gift. We're looking at the Air Jordan 23 PE sample from Howard University. It's only 250 pairs in existence. It is now in the personal collection. It came through for Black History Month. We're going to talk about that later while we only got, anyway. But hey, feedback is a gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's your boy, Just Tim Johnson. We shall walk that mile together. Peace.